All right, people, how we doing out there today? So it says what it says. Lawsuits. Well, lawsuit. We're gonna be lawsuits soon. Let me see. So far, my symptoms, whatever this guy has been taking care of some business. I'm gonna tell you. Your cord. Why's my cord? Entangled with your blanket. What are you doing? Fighting the cord? So, yeah. Lawsuits against two buildings. Landlords. I haven't seen much. Just got finished talking to a friend of mine. He's an attorney. I explained to him the situation, what I went through. So, apparently, housing, I think it's housing, public housing, is going to be facing a lawsuit because Mr. Williams, who now is under investigation for the whole mail nonsense and carrying on he was doing on his channel, slandering our company, threats, all this stuff he was doing, is now lawsuits are coming. I gotta look up something real quick. I'm pretty sure I got it there on file. I know I got it on file. Let me get myself some paper for this. So, Mr. Williams went in and sent over 196 pieces of mail to us, and God knows how many hit the post office. And we had to go out and file a police report against him because he was sending over new pictures of himself. He was posting pictures of me all over the internet, just carrying on and acting up. We got tons of videos and calling the company and screaming and yelling and acting up. So we brought all this to the attention of the Baltimore public housing. We brought it to their attention about this individual. And they promised us that they were going to go in and start the process of having evicted from the building. That was what was supposed to happen. But we were met with something else. We were met with a fact that they didn't even help us, that they went in and they basically somewhat protected Mr. Williams and his actions. All right, let me see. So we sent that over. I gotta sign out of here. I gotta go into my other account. It's on the other account. So we did reach out to him multiple times. The attorney asked me, I was talking to him, he said, did you contact him about the situation? And yes, we did. Do you have record of this? We do. We have multiple emails that we sent out to the low rises and high rises about Mr. Williams' activities. The low rises stated that it was not part of their building, so they had nothing to do with it. But we were able to figure out that it did come from the high rises. Let me see. I need to log out of this. Sign out of this, definitely. And because we made notice to them multiple times, and we have proof that we were in conversation about Mr. Williams, we sent proof through pictures, they're liable for multi-million-dollar lawsuit now. So we're suing them. As soon as we finish with the criminal charges are all done and settled, Mr. Williams has been placed away for his actions. We have an open case now. Once all that's settled and done, the lawyer comes in and files a lawsuit. So now we found out that public housing is responsible because they had the ability to keep it from going this far, and they didn't do so. Right after they scolded him about using their address, he continued to use other people's address and to send pornography of himself, to using someone else's address, and also to attacking my sister and myself. So she'll also be filing a lawsuit also too. And I'm pretty sure the funeral home, I'm definitely 100% sure, they're also going to be filing a lawsuit too against the building or public housing due to the fact that his address was used. So that's one of them. And Fernando's case at the end of the day, your landlord brought an undocumented into a building, which is against the law, and you attacked my company multiple times, including the LLC perjury and all that stuff. So everything you did in that apartment makes your landlord liable now, because you're undocumented, number one. But number two, on top of that, a landlord can easily say, I don't have the responsibility of whatever a tenant does at all whatsoever. But if it's brought to the landlord's attention, then the landlord's at fault if he doesn't remove or basically, do something about the situation. In your case, your landlord doesn't want to be found. And the reason why your landlord doesn't want to be found, because he brought in an undocumented. And again, this can get him in a lot of trouble. This can get him thrown in jail. I'm pretty sure he explained all this to you when you first came in. So the fact that you came in undocumented, the fact that you came in, you committed crimes. And you get racist at the end of the day, again, which I'll be suing you for that too. It has nothing to do with your race. Any race, anybody who comes in there, you have to be documented. So that's what they're going to hit him with, saying that is his responsibility for you. And then on top of that, your LLC does sit on top of this building. So with that being said, your landlord is responsible for your actions. I will be filing you won't be here, but it doesn't make a difference because we're still going to file the lawsuit anyway. So whatever possessions you have in that apartment or whatever, we'll just be taking that. And I'm pretty sure all the other people that are involved with lawsuits against you. But my main concern is your landlord, because that's who I'm going to sue at the end of the day, because I'm going to get your landlord on the fact that, again, you're undocumented, number one. You committed major crimes here in the United States, and you have attacked my business and family multiple times, which makes him fully reliable now for your actions, which means we can go after him. Now, once we get everybody taken care of, he's been deported, all that's been done, everybody's locked away, then we start bringing out the lawyers, we start filing lawsuits. Mr. Williams, you don't have anything, but I'm still going to hit you with $250,000 lawsuit. Now, if you're found guilty, you're going to get hit with a lawsuit. And we all know that you're going to be found guilty. So, Mr. Williams, you know what you accomplished in this whole entire process? Number one, you're going to jail. That's definitely happening. Number two, your building's going to get sued, and that's going to make me a millionaire very, very quick. And you know why? Because there's a lot of people involved in these lawsuits. It shows that I wasn't the only one being attacked by you. And I can show them, at the end of the day, we did reach out to the building multiple times. And the last thing I said to the management, and I even spoke to somebody in public housing about the situation, they'll hire over them, they said, it's not our problem. Now it is your problem. It's definitely your problem. So let me go over here and grab this real quick. He said, get the emails that we sent out. That's what I'm about to go grab the emails. Let me see. And we have them there. Got to go to Mother Account to pull them. I just thought about that when I was coming. He said, yeah, he said they're responsible, especially for him, because you spoke to them, he did all that stuff. And now we got a U.S. Postal Service investigator on this now. Open case. Yeah, this is not going to look good for the building. That's government. So now we're going to court on this mess. He's going to jail, and it's going to show clearly that the managers were involved, even everybody we talked to in that building, and they ignored this situation. And this is what it ended up to become. Yeah, lawsuits are going out left and right. You made me a millionaire. I'm going to sue the daylights out of them. I'm not talking about no $500,000 lawsuit. Keep me happy at the end of the day. You're talking about a good maybe $5-10 million you're going to give me at the end of the day. That's a lot of stuff he did. I got 196 pieces of mail from this guy. His fingerprints are inside of them, and we sent them up copies of which I'm going to contact them and let them know that we did contact the building, and we did send up information on problems we were having, and the building did nothing about it, so it's in the report. Because the first thing I'm going to ask, did we contact the building? But yeah, we did contact the building. We contacted the building multiple times, and they even had the name of the managers involved. That's why when the one person heard us when we came on, and I said, all right, that's how we're playing, and he said, I want nothing to do with it, and he left. And when I went to call, there was somebody else up there. Yeah, smart person. Oh, by the way, the managers that were involved that ignored that nonsense, I'm suing each and every one of you. Because we talked on the phone, and I explained to you the urgent of the situation, and you did nothing. And after you did nothing, that guy started using other people's addresses and sending half-naked pictures of himself. So guess what? I'm going to file a lawsuit against each one of you at $250,000 a pop. So let me see what we got here. So yeah, I'm going to clean house this summer. Let me see. I already got a lawyer. I'm already picked out for it. Let me see. Here it is. This is the account. Let's see. I'll go over here on this stuff. Now I'm thinking at the end of the day, should I retire? That type of money? Most likely, yes, I probably will. I don't need to make this stuff anymore. I'm done. I've been doing it forever, to tell you the truth, honestly. That type of loot at the end of the day, I mean, I could still do God's work in the day. That's not a problem at the end of the day. But I don't think I want to do this business anymore. I might just sell the technology to a company and let them take it from there. It's none of my business anymore. See how things change? That quick, that fast. See, we wouldn't have known he was in public housing because of the Facebook feed that said, come and see what public housing looks like. And usually in that situation, on a case this bad, when you have this much evidence and the stuff that went on and what was done, usually most people don't want to get this out in the open because it goes on court record. So most likely it's going to be settled out of court. Let me see. I don't see that. Can we use our existing? Our existing. Give me the. I'm going to use. So. Now, as for, let me see. No, I'm not asking for a code. I have a passport for that already. We don't need that. I need passport, not passport, not passport. As for the other parties involved, well, what's his name? McAfee. You have a federal case going to be coming against you because you used the Postal Service. Your name is added in the list. So you did use the United States Postal Service to contact those people. You did use someone's address without permission. That's identity theft. So your name and information address has already been added into those group of people. So again, they're suing you too also. Their lawsuit's going to jump by a lot. So you're going to owe me a lot of money. I mean a lot. They're big businesses at the end of the day. They can afford that kind of lawsuit money. You can't afford it. So there's a 100% chance you're going to lose the house. You bought it on. This is what you. First of all, when you knew that this kind of shenanigans was going on, I would have backed away from it. I got a house. I got family to take care of. I wouldn't have got involved in that kind of nonsense. Not at all. I don't know. I looked at them and said, no, I'm not getting involved in that. You crazy? I got a family to take care of. Yeah. And then on top of that, because you did go out and we got you several times saying you had products that were ours and we got you on video. I'm filing criminal charges against you on top of that for fraud against my business. I got you with fake receipts. You got a post office box up there with my name and address sitting on top of it and your face right next to the receipts. Showing you have a history of basically slandering my business. So, go to fraud charge, federal, 20 years. So, get ready. And then we got another bunch of people that we caught, and suing you too. All y'all gonna be sued. So you'll find out. Y'all be getting letters left and right from the attorneys telling you at the end of the day, appear in court, you're being sued for this kind of money. think this is going to be lasting all the way until December of 2026 on how many people we're going to sue. Quite a lot of people. But the first people we start with first is Jamie Fernando Gonzalez and his building, definitely. And Daryl Franklin Williams. They're the first two we're going after. And I'm definitely suing your building. Let me see. All right. That's not the one. I need this one. I need. Here's my password. Got him. This is it. This is one we sent over. Woo, we got it. We got it. Okay, it's on. It's in there. It's definitely in there. Print it up. The paper, print it up. We got it. Confirmation. We sent multiple letters to that building. Multiple letters. Oh, by the way. Yeah, you used her name. So her name pops up on one of the whatchamacallits. We got low rises and high rises. We hit both of them. Might sue the low risers too, because we confirmed and told them they know the building. They know they're next to them, and if they knew this activity was going on in that building and they didn't alert them over there, let them know what was going on, and they neglected it, I'll file a lawsuit against their building too also. Good. Give me a copy of this. I'm gonna copy this. Oh. Got everything in it too. Oh yeah, definitely. This is okay. And I get all the pictures. Yeah, that's one of them. All right, give me paper. I need paper. Print out something. Give me some lawyer. So we're going to have for court criminal charges, so that you both are all found guilty of these charges, because that's what you're going to be fighting in court. You're going to be fighting in court that you didn't send out all this paperwork that we got over here. This is not your face, and what you know is no way to get around this lawsuit. You know that from the door. You know that. And you got your address on this thing too. The bigger lawsuit is going to be public housing. That's a big lawsuit, by the way, a very big one. So we got his name, all his information. On top of that, we got his handwriting, fingerprints, your face, everything, all kinds of stuff. And on top of it, you contacted my company multiple times claiming to be a minister, which you weren't. And then there's that mess. We can sue you for on top of that too. But right now, that building is what we're looking at. I talked to several attorneys, and they were like, "Oh heck yeah, yeah, you can sue it. You can sue public house. Yeah, and if you can show proof that this person attacked you, and you contacted them multiple times, and they did nothing about it, thank goodness we emailed everything out." That's why I said the Lord was watching over us, because man, He gave us His email account, and we basically emailed everything over there. You know, when you're at a business, you have basically an email account that's assigned to you at the business that you're working at. Because the regular email wasn't working for some strange reason. God works everything out. So it shows we did make contact, which I even sent you a test email to confirm that you got it. Let me see. That's why I came back here to the office to get the emails, because the emails are here. So, not only did you get yourself locked up, and you're never going to see the light of day. You're talking about what we have over here alone, 196 pieces? And then over there at the post office, he was sending stuff over there too, because he thought it was coming to us, but it wasn't. We had the mail on hold. It was going there instead. You sent all that stuff to a federal building. So from the timeline they told you to cut it out, and you started using someone else's address, that's right around the time when they came down and they talked to you, Mr. Williams, and told you to stop sending stuff over to us. They did not tell you this. All right then. And that means you continue to send stuff. Confirmed that we sent information out to your building. That's your building, isn't it? There we go. Yeah. We'll see you in court. I want to sue the daylights out of that building. You're going to owe me millions of dollars when we get done with you. Millions and millions of dollars. It's going to be shocking for the amount of money we're going to hit that building with. Let me get this one too. This was another one we sent out too on top of that. I want this one too. Was that both of them on there? Or just that one? Right, we had this one, and this is the one we sent out too. Those are the pictures of Mr. Williams, half-naked pictures and all that stuff that we sent over to their building, showing he was using somebody's address without permission, and they ignored it. Neglect. Because of your neglect, he thought it was that you weren't going to really touch him, because as long as he doesn't use the address there, he'll just use somebody else's address. Which means if you had convicted him out of the building when we first told you to do it, you wouldn't be stuck with this nonsense. Hey, yo, good luck with all that. Let me see. I need this. Let me see how this starts off with. Okay, this is a different one. So give me this one. This going over to. I need a print of this one. It's a letter we sent out to y'all, right? About Mr. Derek Franklin Williams, that we reached out to your building about, right? Your tenant, right? You guys are getting sued. Thank you anyway. I may retire now. Another letter that was sent out to them again, telling them that Mr. Williams was basically sending out nude pictures and using someone else's address. They also ignored multiple times. They ignored this when we told him he was doing this. So what's next? A package come here, something explosive in it. We were receiving items now with weird stuff in the mail. Yeah. So don't try to evict them now. They ain't gonna work. Another message that was sent out to them. This is another one. Let's get this one printed out, ready to go. And I got them responding back too, which means you were aware of the situation when it was happening and did nothing about it. sent over links. But they responded back by saying, "Hi, Kenneth." Now, that's all we needed. We need to show exactly that we reached out to them. One of the hardest things to prove in a case like this, you have to show that you did reach out to them. You did make contact. And if their response, oh, we got voice messages too on top of here too. Ooh, man, this is going to be brutal. So we can show them, we get in the court that you were contacting the business, sending voice messages, threats, all kinds of stuff. And the last thing I said, that enjoy the lawsuit. That's what I said. The last time I talked to the managers over there, I said enjoy the lawsuits. Things might change. By the time we reach freaking court, I may want $500,000. I might want actually $500,000 from each manager. It may go higher than that. Depends on how I feel. When we get before that that lawyer, I may ask for more than that from each manager. We know you don't got it. We don't care at the end of the day. The thing is that we told you about this. Y'all got nasty with me at the end of the day. Hung the phone up on me. Y'all blocked me at the end of the day. Good. When I see you in court, you're gonna wish you weren't born. We got enough evidence here to lock you down pretty well. I'm going to make sure each one of these managers, when I get done with you, I am taking everything from you. Your houses, your cars, your banking accounts, everything. We're locking it all down, everything. Showing no remorse whatsoever. Because we gave you the option to clean this mess up, and you did nothing. You failed to do so. Which means that if you would have basically locked down this individual, the funeral home wouldn't have got hit with this mess. My sister wouldn't have got hit with this mess. I wouldn't have got hit with this mess. And then you attack the building over here. So guess what at the end of the day? Massive multi-lawsuits coming your way. And I will not take a plea deal. I'm going to drag this right through a courtroom, and I'm taking it all. We warned you. We told you what was going to happen. And now look at it. Look at the situation now. Got tons of mail. You got investigators now digging into all this stuff now. This is going to be big in court. So class action lawsuit will be popping up pretty soon. Class action lawsuit against public housing. Baltimore's public housing is going to get hit with that mess. And all the managers had to do, we sent them over all that evidence, was just take the evidence and go in and just have an eviction notice on them. What do you do? Nothing. You're supposed to contact local law enforcement. You got a tenant in there doing that kind of activity, and you know it's against the law, it is your job to contact local law enforcement, which means not only did you fail to protect the people around your building at the end of the day, or people that are at a distance of your building, but you basically or probably failed to affecting your own people in the building. I couldn't imagine if this guy was able to do this stuff inside that building. If you ignored us, God knows who you ignored in that building, he probably contacted you multiple times about problems about that individual. I could not imagine the people who probably had to deal with this guy. And the reason why he kept doing it, because he figured he could get away with it. So now we can show that we contacted low risers on this mess. And you guys could have easily reached out over to them. Your building's right next to them. You mean to tell me you couldn't have picked up a phone and called them? You told us where the building was at. You clearly picked up the phone and told me to talk to you. We know where the building's at. We know who the managers are. So if you know where the managers are and the building is, and we sent you this information, why didn't you contact them over there and let them know the situation that was going on? You did nothing. I'm going to sue your building, by the way. And anyone else that was involved that we made contact with, I'll file a lawsuit against you. Now you get this chance to see triggered at the end of the day. And trigger costs money today, people. Anytime I get triggered, two things come out of it. You're going to jail, and I'm taking a lot of money out of you. And I'm pretty sure I got enough evidence to back it up in any courtroom. Let's just get this started. So once they get done with the criminal part of it and everybody's locked away, we start hitting the buildings. Contact me all you want with any attorney you want in the day and say, well, Mr. Burr, is there a way we can settle this out of court? No, we ain't selling this out of court. I'm making this all public at the end of the day. I want people to know how you run your business at the end of the day. This is not how you run a professional business. Let me go to my other account and dig their other ones up, because they had 2 accounts there we had sending stuff to. Okay. Now, some people sit there and say, well, I won't go to public house. No, public house is a nice place. I was in public housing myself. My mom was. We're in public house. We were in Section 8. It's the same thing. Good apples and bad apples. That's what you're going to be dealing with. There's plenty of people in Section 8 and public housing that are amazing, beautiful people, but you got to deal with those bad apples that come in there. That's what you got to deal with. That's all. There's plenty of people. Just like bad neighborhoods. You got a lot of people get up, go to work, very good citizens. You got people that at the end of the day just don't. They're just in for trouble, like I was at one point. In for trouble. Plenty of nice people, and they're just people in for trouble. Because I was a bad apple in the neighborhood at one point. Let me get Hotmail. Are you going to inside with your cartoons? You want to watch your dogs again? Watch your dogs. Watching your dogs, right? We got orders in here. I don't even use the account anymore. We got orders in here. Jeez, I gotta go deal with this. See, busy person. I got orders in this account right here. I got emails from different business accounts. I keep forgetting we got emails, and I gotta keep forgetting to check in there. I'll get back to that person in a few minutes. I gotta take care of this first, as you know. We got people that want to be jerks at the end of the day. I bet you $100. Jamie was in here. I know my buddy just tracked your IP a few minutes ago. And Daryl Franklin Williams in here. Your IP was just tracked a few minutes ago. Gentlemen, it's over for you. You know that, right? It's over. It's only a matter of time before we find that landlord. I know why your landlord don't want to be found now. I know why. I know quite a bit about your building now. I know why your landlord does not want to be known. I'm going to have to hire a bounty hunter to find him. I think I'm going to have to hire a bounty hunter to track him down because he does not want to be found. So I have to hire a private investigator, a bounty hunter, to go to California to figure out where he's at. Because, again, we need to have a conversation with him. So he's going to send lawsuits to the building. So that way, maybe the tenants will pick it up and maybe one of them will contact him. Sure enough, somebody's got to contact him. Somebody got to reach out to him. We got to speak to him. Or I'll send a private investigator down there to figure out his whereabouts. And once we figure out where he's at, we'll have a process server go to his front door and serve him. So y'all better figure it out. We need to talk to him. He got a lawsuit coming his way. There's no way in the world that he thinks he's going to come out unscathed. And then your LLC sitting on top of that building too, on top of that. All right, I'll get back to that later. What's this involving? Just wait 10 a few minutes. We'll check out. Lawyers are gonna be happy. They're gonna make good money. Let me see. Give me this one. Give me this. Let me over here. Let me see. No, I don't want that. I want the other one. We got over here. We got those right there. They're good to go. Got that one. Alright, that's all we're gonna pull those all up. And I'm gonna forward those straight to them because I don't even bother printing that out. It's way too many. Just forward all of them over there to them. And right there will definitely work. There we go. Let me see. That was sent to the courts. Right there. As I spoke on the phone, these 4 cars, yeah, this is it right here. This is it right here. Okay, let me see. That's when we contacted them. It's the funeral home. Yeah. Let me see if they're over here. That's evidence they sent to that court. It's right here. That's from the post office. Okay. Grab that and go to the other one. Those two. Daryl Carter. That's what his name was. Daryl Carter is the guy who's in management. Oh, yeah. That's you. That's your name. Daryl Carter. You're the guy who spoke to on the phone when I sent them multiple messages to your building about the problem that I was having with this individual. I'll sue you. I'm going to sue the building, but I'm going to file a class action lawsuit against you. I got you. I got so much stuff here on you, it's not even funny. We reached out to this building multiple times on this nonsense. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue your building. You know what? Forget that whole $500,000. I'm going to sue you for $1 million. Give you a fallen tree effect. No way to escape that one at the end of the day. I might sue you for a lot more than that. And because you neglected this nonsense, I'm going to see what criminal charges I can get against you, because that guy could have sent a bomb to us and we could have been killed. There's a whole lot of stuff that could have came in packages. We were receiving glitter, and one of the packages came with powder in it. You know what he was trying to make? Anthrax. He sent this over, something with white powder in it, to make it look like it was anthrax. And this is the nonsense the building entertained and didn't do anything about it. All right, cool. I got no problem with that. I'll see you soon in court. I'm going to clean your clock. I found him. That's what I was looking for. We have it down as tenant. I couldn't remember the guy we talked to. I knew exactly who it was. You gotta quit your job, because you're going to need to at the end of the day, because they're definitely going to fire you. They find out that you allowed this nonsense to go on like this, and you didn't do anything about it. We spoke to y'all multiple times about this, and it escalated to this point, and he lost his job. He's definitely out of a job. Found him. That's who I remember. That's the guy who we talked to. I couldn't think of his name, because for some reason, the email that goes to the building wasn't functioning. We all know why. God does things in mysterious ways. Wasn't functioning. So we had to use his work email. That's his work email attached to the building. which shows that we did contact them. And my phone records will also show the multiple times that I contacted the building about the individual. And I do know your phone calls are recorded for training purposes. With some more buildings like that. So that means we get a subpoena for every conversation that we had on the phone. Even the ones you got nasty with me and you blocked me. So if any of those phone calls go missing, because they're going to basically serve as the same time date I got in my phone, you should have the same time date on your recorders. And that means if any one of those dates go missing, you're in a lot of trouble. Oh, I know we had these conversations. I'm glad I got all this right here. I can't wait to show the attorney this mess. Can't wait to show them this. Can't wait. This is all we need. I was looking for the, I was like, oh shoot, I went up to hope the thing delete it. Like sometimes these things will delete stuff and things get too old, and they delete. I said, hope it didn't delete. No, we got it right there, showing the building address and everything. We contact, email and all that. We got it. We've contacted you multiple times about this mess, and they neglected it and didn't do anything about it. I don't know why they was trying to cover it up. I don't know what was going on over there, but they tried to cover it up. Because I know for a fact that nothing was done about this. And you can see the countless YouTube videos I made talking about this situation, because that's why I document and record everything. That's why. They're all time-stamped. The videos are time-stamped. Let me get plenty of paper for this. I'm going to need a lot of paper for this printout. Here we go. Here, thank you, Jesus. Let's begin. First one. Got them timed and date and all. Okay, let me see. And these were in 2025 when we contacted them. So it was this year. They're fresh. All right, let's get the first one here. Oh, yeah. This is definitely. Look, long letter, all this stuff. Yeah. We're seeking criminal charges, lawsuits. We told them what's happening because they weren't doing anything about it. No problem. Let's get this printed out. I need to print this. Here we go. Got your email up here too, buddy. Daryl Carter? Yeah, because we sent it directly to you, and we told you about the situation. You were the one that was supposed to be handling this. You're the one that lied to me and told me at the end of the day that you had an attorney taking care of this nonsense. When technically you didn't have anybody taking care of this. Mention your name in the email. This is your email right here to the building. So we got proof that we did reach out. We made contact. We talked to you multiple times about the situation. You insured us. We even showed, the last time we contacted them, we showed them the pictures of Daryl using someone else's address and showing these half-naked pictures, and they ignored it. They blocked me from their, they blocked me from calling them. Another message that was brought out to them and they ignored. I'm going to forward all these emails over to my other account. We're going to lock them in, put them in a folder. Pictures all were attached. Yeah. Multiple conversations. It's going to go right there. So now we have the apartment number. Yeah. God brings everything out. Whatever's in the dark comes out into the light. There's another one we sent out too. Let's get this one too. So it shows you received multiple emails from my business account, email business account, explaining to you the situation with Mr. Franklin Williams, which you guys chose to ignore. And they give me the runaround, thinking that nothing's going to happen in this. I told you at the end of the day, what did I tell you? I'm a Christian man at the end of the day. My Lord will fight for us. Didn't I say that? What we got here? Yeah, again, another conversation with his name in it. With his email attached to it. Explain to him the situation about we did not have permission to send us these postcards. We ignored it. Let's go get another one. So we got another one here? Yep, we got another one. Let's grab this one too. This is me contacting the low risers, explaining the problem we had with Mr. Williams, which was also ignored. Now, low risers sat there and said, it's none of our business. We don't have anything to do with it. That would be high risers. But if you're able to give me the information to the people we need to contact in the high risers, you should have took it upon yourself. If this person was carrying on this way, you should have contacted them also, especially with the evidence we just sent to you. But you did nothing. So guess what? I'll sue you too. Change my last name. So I address it as Miss Bird because we have the same last name. We contact you, explain to you the behavior. There you go. Another one right there. Just keep these stacked up. I need these for the lawyers. Now look how many letters we sent out to him over and over again, explaining the situation and how bad the situation was getting. He was sending stuff here, and he was contacting the owner here and acting up. Another one, addressing his first name, Mr. Carter, explaining to you the situation that we were going through. Also, ignored. It's called neglect. We can get you to sue you on it. So you failed to handle a situation even when you have substantial evidence. You should have basically contacted the police because this is considered to be a criminal. That's why there's someone opening up the case now. We got an investigator. It's a criminal charge going on now. So you should have opened up and contacted the authorities, Baltimore police, about the situation of this individual. If this person showed to be unstable and to have this type of, he was showing this kind of, let's say he was kind of, what's the word for it to say how he was acting. But just say he was showing this kind of way about himself, then that means he could pose a danger to people in the building. If you got somebody in your building, you have an apartment complex, and they're sending half-naked pictures of themselves through the post, do you think you want to keep somebody in your building like that? No. You got kids in that building, you got women in that building, and you got that weirdo in there doing that kind of nonsense. And then he's up on the 12th floor, which makes it worse because what if he just start dropping things off the 12th floor and there are people walking by? He is mentally unstable, and you have him in that apartment at the end of the day. And we sent you all this information, and you did nothing. So you're responsible for the people in that building too also. Say he decides to set his building on fire, or basically turn on the gas and light a match. You can clearly see he's mentally unstable. You should have took care of that. That's gonna be a problem for you. All right, this is the one right here. We got this one right here. We got enough here, but I want all of them. This one right here with the time dates on them. Right here. Okay, right there. See, they clearly spoke back. That's their information right there. That's the building right there. Thank you for the information. Yeah, you know about it because we sent it to you. We sent everything to you. And you know about it. And you lied to us and turned around and said, oh, no, we're going to get it taken care of. And never took care of it. They didn't contact anybody. So the higher ups find out that this building's going to get hit with a lawsuit because the managers went in and neglected everything at the end of the day. And you're going to lose your job and get fired. Then we get hit with a lawsuit. So good luck on trying to pay Mr. Bird, because again, that's going to be a problem for you. I mean, we have to bring a debt collector to collect whatever you got, because you ain't going to have no money anymore. We got another one here. Yep, got another one here. All right, let's send it out. We got another one here. We got a bunch of mail we sent out to him. I'm so happy that everything is intact. So you consider that McAfee when it's your turn coming up. You consider the fact that we got your handwriting, we got your name on here, we got your entire Facebook account showing all the activity. I got you on YouTube on post showing the blacklist.
Clearly showing your face next to a bunch of fake receipts. But you went in and you forged a receipt in my company's name and made a statement at the end of the day that you basically got an order from my company and then did a fake unboxing showing United States Postal Service and my logo revolving on the receipt, and then said, hey, I bought this product, blah, 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 blah. Well, you're going to jail. You know that, right? You are going to jail. And then proceeded to go in and use the United States Postal Service to harass other people around me, sending them all kinds of nasty stuff about me, which is also, too, considered to be defamation, so I'm suing you for that, too, also. So, yeah, you're going to lose your house. You're definitely lose your house. And then the post office has fines, too. So, basically, for using their service, abusing their service, they're going to do fines of $250,000 to $1 million. So, yeah, you got lawsuits coming your way. And you're definitely going to jail. Gentlemen, was it worth it? Unbelievable. And meanwhile, I'm going to get rich off you. Because I'm going to sue the daylights out of you. Let me see right here. I want this one, too. These are all dated. Now, see? Out of ink, out of paper. See? I told you, at the end of the day, it wasn't going to go well. And y'all laughed on your YouTube channel and said I was delirious, I was ranting, this, that, and the other. Now look at the situation. Now what? Now y'all scared to death. Y'all don't know. Well, y'all don't have your future. It's going to end up in jail. You're going to jail. That's all it is. You're going to jail. Because once you got one agency opens up the case, all the rest of them start opening up their cases. It only takes one agency. And thank God, thank you, Jesus, we have an agency that just opened up the case, which is basically United States Postal Service. Their investigation is on the case. Thank you so much. And once they open the case, we can basically get the rest and open their cases up now. Which means FBI, Monday morning, the rest of you, I'm dropping you in the hat with the FBI. I'm showing videos, I'm showing YouTube accounts, Facebook accounts, text messaging, phone calls, all that stuff being sent over to them. Forwarding tons and tons of emails that were coming to our account. So once you go on an investigation, that means it's their job at the end of the day to figure out where you live at, where you work at, where you reside at, so they can come and basically get you ready for court. Let's get it started. I'm going to tell you something. Long after AdTech is launched, and I'm somewhere chilling on an island somewhere, you'll still be getting hit with lawsuits on how many we got to hit you with. I'm going to have to hire somebody to represent my company to go into some of this stuff, because I'm going to be most likely out taking care of business. And then for those who saying at the end of the day, what? No. You don't understand. See, once we get them involved at the end of the day, it's different from a personal lawsuit. This is a different type of lawsuit. I mean, these agencies come to get you, lock you up, process you, put you through the whole system, and then once you go through all that, then they start acquiring a court date from you. So that, whatever that person we have in the day, they're from Pennsylvania. So that means anything that pops off, you guys got to come here. That's where the charges are being filed at. Airline ticket away. I just noticed that. I was like, where are they coming from? I said, oh, they're coming from there. They're coming from here. So if they're coming from here, that means at the end of the day, if they file the charges here, you got to come here. McAfee is in Flushington, Ohio, so guess what? You'll be taking a trip. Unless they have you arrested, and then you'll just be in a holding cell until your court date comes up. If you can't post bail, wherever way they're going to have it. But we're talking about federal at the end of the day, so I don't know how that's going to go down. That's a whole different category. That's federal. Now, what we have here with the other stuff, we can show, we have proof that you've used the post office and abused them multiple times by making the fake receipts and fake unboxing. And I could have swore I saw a woman on one of those unboxing videos. I think that was your wife, so she knew about that nonsense that was going on. Pretty sure she did, because I think I saw a woman in one of the videos. I'm going to go back and look at that. It was your video. We got a copy of it. Don't worry about it. I know what happened, that when we busted Mr. Williams, Mr. McAfee, what he did, if you watched the video, you would notice he started deleting the videos. As soon as we found out that he had a fake email, the video started deleting one by one. So we had that on record, showing you deleting your videos. And that right there shows proof
of guilt.
Man, it feels great. Finally, thank the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Not only am I going to sue every single, actually I'm going to get every person involved in this nonsense, you are going to face a judge, but I am going to file class action lawsuits against every single person. Yes, sir. Going to find out how much you're worth and then sue you for whatever you're more than what you're worth. So we can hit you with that falling tree effect. So if you're worth maybe, I don't know, got a house worth maybe $400,000, we'll hit you with a $2 million lawsuit because we know you can't escape it. You know, whatever you have is going to get caught up in that freaking wormhole effect. We're happy with what we're going to take from you. We want to make sure you continue to owe us. That's why we're going to hit you. We'll figure out exactly what you're worth and hit you with something much bigger. So man, it's going to get out in court that, wow, this guy was attacked by all these people that were upset and angry with him for something I didn't do. Because like I said, if I did anything wrong, or if you could prove that my company's supposed to be sold, then take me to court. I got a contract, go sign it. Oh, but you can't do any of that, can you? Oh, I'll be posting those videos in court the multiple times I said, sign my contract, sign my contract, sign my contract. The reason why I kept saying them over and over again, because I can show the courts at the end of the day that I challenged you guys on YouTube, and neither one of y'all could come up and basically bring me into court and saying my product was fraudulent. So that means if you couldn't do that, that means everything you said on YouTube was completely phony against my company, and your intentions were to try to destroy my business. So now it's my turn. As I sent somebody a certified letter about sending me black paint and never got it, and see, there you go. Here we go, another one right there, explaining the whole situation. Files attached to it, psychotic behavior, warning them about this individual. Nothing. That was neglected. We got one more. Have we got another more? Oh, we got another one here. This is, let me see the date on this one. 2023. Yep. This is more than we need. We got enough. We got more than enough. We got their building, the high rises, and we got the low rises shown. We did make contact with both buildings. So I got more than enough. Lori said we only needed one. Oh, we got another one here. We contacted them again. All right, let's get this one done. Give me this one. This is another one we got to put up. Yeah, telling you, hello, we are continue to receive letters, which you ignored. Oh, man, I hope your building got insurance on it, because, man, it's going to need it after we hit this thing. We got emails telling them, hey, look, we're receiving stuff from this guy. Hey, look, we need you to look into this. Hey, this guy's sending us disturbing mail. Hey, this guy's using other people's, and they ignored all that. Hello, we are continuing to receive letters from your tenant, Darrell Franklin Williams. These pictures and so on and so on. So, yeah, we've contacted them, shown them over again. Look at the date on this one. Let me see. Look at the date. We've been contacting them that long. We've been reaching out to their building over and over and over again. Yeah, and they did nothing about it. Let's get another one. Should we have another one in this file over here? Yep, there's another one here. This one's, okay, get this one right here. Now, you look at that. See that stack? That shows how many times we reached out to those buildings over and over again, asking them and telling them about the situation, and nothing was done. So we can show the courts clearly that you guys went in and you ignored pictures, videos that we were sending to you over and over again about this tenant that you had in the building, and you refused to do anything about it, right? Now, for those people say you can't sue Public housing, look it up yourself. Crack a book once in a while. So you open your mouth, crack a book. I got friends that are attorneys. I bring it to them. Who else is going to know better than an attorney? And I have a conversation and say, hey, look, this is what I'm going through, so. So they say, some people come and say, hey, what's going on with that whole nonsense you're going through? This is what's going on. We found out where the guy's apartment's at, and so. So I want to know if you have the right to sue public housing. Oh, yeah, you can sue public housing. If you can show proof that you contacted them and you explained the situation to them, they're liable for it. It's neglect. He should have been out of the building. Not only is he a danger to other people around him, but to the building himself. He can be dangerous to himself. The fact that they neglected that. Now, say if he had set that building on fire, something crazy would happen in his head, and he would have decided to burn the building down. They're responsible for that mess. That means he put other people in that building at risk of that guy. If he was unstable, he could have hurt somebody pretty bad. Say if he sent the bomb over here. Or say we got something in the box that had some kind of explosive material or something. Anything could happen. He was sent in the mail. And they ignored all that. The fact that even if you send glitter in a package to somebody and you didn't have their consent to send it that way, you are going to jail. That's considered to be a terrorist act. And people say, oh, but it's just glitter. No, it's a terrorist act. The only thing that's supposed to be in that letter is the letter you're sending to them, and it should be to a person who you got consent to send it to. That's it. Now, Jamie will sit there and say, but you didn't get my consent. We don't need your consent, Jamie, because you're registered as a business at the end of the day. You have a business. And your business is attached to your apartment at the end of the day. This went to my office. This didn't go to my home. It went to my office. So this guy sent a package, and they were sending stuff to the office. And the stuff that's written on the back of these letters, too, on top of that, they want the landlord to see this so the landlord can remove us out of the building. All because we got false to 2026. It's fantastic for us. Technology's blowing up. It's incredible. You want the time you get. This is not prison time from. This is prison time from. Federal is a different category. Federal is higher prison sentence. Anytime you go to federal, it's going to be something really serious because now you got the United States government involved in this. Usually when charges are really get up to the roof. So you're looking at an easy 20 years or easy 30 years or 50 years or whatever they give you. And then we got a bunch of you guys all know each other and came to attack me. We got all this evidence against you. Do you have any idea how bad this is going to look in a courtroom in front of a judge? There you go. Don't look good. We need more paper. So when you sit there and say, oh, you're just sitting there wasting time. No, I'm just wasting time would be doing what you guys do. Get on there, do dumb stuff, get arrested for it, lose all your stuff, end up in jail. That's wasting time. What I'm doing here is printing up all this evidence for a lawyer that's going to look through all this stuff and say, okay, Mr. Berg, we're going to take a case. All we need is the information where each one of these individuals are living at. That's all you got to do. You know, get all the people that are involved, get it to people that are prosecuting them, everything, and we go from there. That's it. And you get a nice little letter in the mail telling you that we represent Mr. Berg and that you're being sued for this kind of money, this type of money. That's all. I don't know, did we sent that many messages? I'm glad we did. I'm so glad we sent everything through. I actually recorded myself sending stuff through. See, there you go. That's the reason why we record everything. I'm going to go back and check my video log. I literally recorded myself sending stuff to his building. Speaking to the guy on the person, manager, hello, these are more letters that we are sending out to you from your tenant, Derek Franklin Williams, who has been stalking and harassing our business. So, when they put him on the stand and they asked him today, were you well aware that this was going on in that building? He can't say no. And he can say, well, we gave him stern warning, not the you. No, it's not just you gave him stern warning. It's a simple fact he should have been out of the building. He should have been out of the building. If he was showing this type of activity, he should have been out of the building. If he's stalking us, God knows he stalked somebody in that building. He was a danger. He broke violation. You know that. By basically, I used to be in Section 8, and I was also with my mother, also in public housing. This kind of stuff pop up on you, you automatically getting out of the building. I'll let you go. They got people on the waiting list trying to get into these places at the end of the day. They definitely won't let you go. They'll let you go for some of the craziest stuff, but they'll let you go for that, definitely. Let me see. Oh, got another one here. We'll stay on this one. This one is... This is 14. It is 14. Oh, there's another one right here. I had to go down to Allentown Police Department. And there he says it in the message we sent to him. So I let them know, and there's a file down there now about this individual. All right, let's print that one up. So I can show that I had a full, detailed conversation with the management of, let me see, the management of them about management about this one. Let's see what this is not the one I wanted. No. That's not what I wanted. This is it, right? So there's a had. Oh, this has this video on it when he was basically talking about he was a preacher. It's on this one. Yeah, we sent down the video showing that he was basically posing as a minister. Oh yeah, definitely print this thing up. Definitely. All right, let me see. I was gonna say, what the heck is that coming up? That's. Yeah, that's the video. Okay, print this whole thing up. We got to print the paper. We got no paper. Okay, let me see. Print that whole thing up. I can send it over to the FBI. That's involved in doing that whole minister stuff he was doing, claiming to be a minister at the end of the day. Y'all don't like y'all freedom, do y'all? Y'all just can't stand y'all freedom, can you? Yeah, right there. Your YouTube. Should he even contact you about his YouTube channel, and still you did nothing about it. And he kept bringing my name up in videos, calling me a scammer, all kinds of stuff we told you about. Sent video links to the videos, which we have all copied, by the way. Allentown Police Department. So, you know what you guys did at the end of the day? You made Mr. Bird extremely rich now. Because now I'm going to sue the daylights out of that building. I got more than I needed. I got multiple conversations explaining how he had to go to Allentown Police, all these videos he was shooting up at, all these, and y'all, he was still in that building. Also, too, I'm going to show we contacted Baltimore Police multiple times. And if y'all dragged your feet on that nonsense, guess what my attorney's going to do? I'm going to file a class action lawsuit against the Baltimore Police Department. In other words, I'm playing around. They're searching for everybody and anyone they're going to hit. So if we show that we contacted them multiple times and that guy was doing it, no one paid a visit to the building. One person paid a visit one time. If anything else was done after our request, no investigation was done, nothing was done at all whatsoever. You didn't reach out to Pennsylvania over here. We filed a police report against them. Nothing was done. You're going to be a whole lot of people facing lawsuits. This case is going to blow up. And in the middle of all of this, guess who's middle? The ringleader, Fernando Gonzalez. Undocumented, who came here and caused all that trouble. So, they see that report, they're going to send you to one of the worst prisons. They're going to, it's the two worst prisons they're probably going to look at. Your landlord's going to get sued because he's tied into this nightmare now. He even got you on a voice recording, contacting the garage, screaming and yelling at me, and telling me at the end of the day that, you know, Jamie said this and Jamie said that. That's like the person who contacted me on the cell phone. And here's the thing. When you contact me and you say something like, I'm your biggest fan, that tells me from the end of the day that you're trying to protect your own butt. That's what it tells me. When I say to you, I heard your voice before, you should have hung the phone up. Because I did hear your voice before. You came up and wanted the voice recorded. You know you were recorded when you called over? We recorded you. There's a person in the room that heard the whole entire thing. So I have a witness, and we recorded it. And when we recorded it, we took your sound, we took it to a friend of mine, he took your sound bite, and it matched one of the videos. So you did contact my company before carrying on and acting up. We know exactly who you are. As we know at Solid Wake, that's on Wake 5, what's it called, Luna HD or whatever it is, you're PC King. And you sent us a postcard, didn't you? One card is all it takes, buddy. Because there's all these people involved in this mess. One postcard is all it means. You can't sit there and say, well, I only sent one. That's all it takes. The fact that you abused the United States Postal Service, the fact that you know these guys, you guys are all friends, it only takes one. See? As I say, saying at the end of the day that if we robbed the bank, but it only took like $2. It doesn't make a difference if you took $2. It doesn't make a difference if you took a penny. If you took anything out of that boat and you walked across that freaking threshold out into the run with it, that's theft from the door. That's automatically theft. They're going to charge you as a bank robbery, a federal crime. That's what you're going to be hit with. Even if you took 1 cent, doesn't make a difference. And the fact that you sent one postcard doesn't make a difference. We can still get you one. So, Phantom HD, prepare for lawsuits coming your way. Because I'm going to sue you. And I can show multiple videos that you knew Jamie. We documented everything off your account. We can show multiple videos that you knew Fernando, and that you were saying nasty things about my company, things weren't true, and all. Yeah. All right, see you soon. Let's get this one printed out too on top of that. Man, I was looking for this, man. We got more than what we needed. This was what? This is third, this is what here. What's this one saying here? Ooh, 31. We contacted him. This is 28. This is 28. Oh, this is the freaking the account we're talking about, his Cash App account. This is about the Cash App account. Did we report it to the building? Let's get a printout of this, Stephanie. Oh, we had it. Paper again? Man, this is gonna be a stack of paper by the time. Lord, don't you give me a book? Jeez. Well, I told you the method how we do things at the end of the day. We're gonna take it to court. It's gonna be my time at the end of the day. I gotta be, it's gonna be your time too, definitely your time. But I wanna make sure when I go in there that how I like to do people in court, it's like I said, it's like a mouse in a mason jar. You know, you seal that top, ain't no way to get out of there. No room, they move from left to right. You got the defense lawyer that you may have, it's not gonna have a chance in there to save your skin when we get done with you. The only thing he's gonna do is just, I guarantee you, watch your lawyer approach the bench. He's going to try to get a plea deal started. We don't do plea deals. I don't want a plea deal. Maybe they may do a plea deal with you. Maybe the United States government might do one. We don't want one. Because whatever they take off the table, we're putting back on. So good luck with that one. Whatever they take off the table, we're putting back on. They take 20 years, we'll put 50 years back on. But I doubt they're going to do that. Let's get this printed up. We got more to go. More to go. There's so much more to go. And think about it. You sent thousands and thousands of voice recordings to the Grasshopper account, to the Wix account. All of those are going to fit. Matrix is taking care of that. He's going to make sure he binds everything together perfectly and sends it where it needs to go. So we can show that you were contacting my business and harassing my phones. Let's get this one out. Whew. Look at the stack we got already. This shows how many times we contacted that building. And these videos are videos inside the apartment. The one we now have on file. You know, it's interesting, I told you about that day. Interesting. The day we contacted those, the post office inspectors, all that mail that I had, mind you, out of 196 pieces of mail, when I reached in to grab the mail, I've went this mail dozens of times. When I reached in the mail, the one I would happen to grab out of all of them is the one who had his address on, his actual, where he lays his head at. His room number, apartment number. And the Lord, when I went to reach down, had me grab that one. When I laid it on the table and I was talking to the inspector, and they said, "You have his apartment number?" And I said, "Not really, we don't have it." And then I looked down and I saw it. I was like, wait a minute. I said, is that what I think it is? But my sister said she saw it. It was sent to her. She sent it to her and sent it to us. And I looked down, I was like, oh my goodness, that's his freaking number. And I pulled out the magnifying glass. We had a written scribble, tried to scribble it in there, and we saw it. We saw your number. So now they got your number now. Everyone we contacted, all of them, have your apartment number now. You're on the 12th floor. That's where you sit at right now. That's where you're at, on the 12th floor. Yep. Donate your H. Am I wrong on that one? I'm not. You did it out of one. See, that's why I said that whole thing about how the devil set you up. Because Mr. Williams thought he'd be big and bad to send it to my sister's address and put his apartment number there. But you didn't send that to me, all period. And you figure, I made a mistake, I won't do that ever again, because every letter we got doesn't have that on there. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, what if he has it in his hand? What if maybe she threw it out? Maybe your accountant, she's going to throw it in the trash. And you discussed about throwing it in the trash. That's what you're probably thinking about, right? But no, it came to me. You know why? Because you're on a judgment. It landed right in my hand. It was there all that time. Until that day, that when I called the inspectors, and I had a conversation with them, it was the one card I picked up and laid on the table. It had your apartment number on it. Now, can you move to another apartment? No. You know why? Because the Section 8 vouchers that they give you, you have to make sure that wherever place you choose, that's the place you want to go to. Because only way you can get out of those, unless basically are moved, unless the building catches fire or it's unfit, something like that, that's the only way. A friend of mine had a problem where there was an issue with the landlord. He was weird. He was hitting on all the women there. And they went in, they moved it to another place altogether because of him. There was one place that a friend was at, and they had a infestation of roaches. And even the exterminator said, no, this place has to be gutted out. There's like too many embedded in the wall. They got removed. So that's to show some kind of damage. But the building, he's in their brand new buildings. That's a brand new setup that happened there. So, no. He's going to be in there. He'll be in there until they remove him out or until he's arrested. Now, he could decide to just get up and leave, you know, but where's he going to go? Because you're not going to have your funding anymore. That's all going to come back to your funding. Once Section 8 finds out exactly everything that went on, when they contact them and all that, and they were looking for you, they're going to basically take you out. They're going to take you off the roster anyway. So they got to contact your where you get your disability from, and they're going to go from there, and that's it from there. So they're going to have an address, right? And if you disappear from the criminal charges, they'll put a warrant for you. You'll be hunted. By your size, you're not going anywhere at all, period. Family members are not going to want you, because I wouldn't want you coming over to my house. You mean to tell me I'm going to have somebody come to my house and search my property at the end of the day because of you? No. They're going to do that anyway. They're going to do it anyway because they're going to think you're hiding out there. That's the jacked up thing about it. If you got somebody who disappears, whatever, they come by your house thinking they're there. And you can tell them right from the door, they're not here. They get a search warrant from the court. They'll go right through your place. You don't have to deal with that crap every single time they come over. Because I know about that for a fact, because I told you about my mother took somebody in and somebody got sick in their family and they walked off the porch with an ankle bracelet on. I ain't never seen people show up so fast in my life. I'm like, good gracious, I was shooting and moving cops outside at one point. They came to the door like, we need to see so-and-so and so. And I said, yeah, he walked off the porch, but I think something happened, like something happened in his family. And so, okay, let us know if you hear from them, and they want searching every place house for him. They must have came back to our house multiple times. Got a court order, got to come in, we got to search, let's see if he's here. Kept coming back, coming back, coming back. Got to the point where my mom's making coffee for him when they came in the door. Yep, they'll come back over and over again. And then eventually he came back, and my mom called instead. She called him, and he turned himself in. And then my mom went to court with him, she explained everything to the judge, and the judge released her right back to her. See, my mom was like that. She had your back no matter what. So yeah, they released him back. He got her back. She got him back. So that's my boy at the end of the day. He's coming back to me. He came back. So, you know, yeah, eventually he got his life together. You know, being around my mom and everything, going to church and everything, got his life together. And there you go. You're an outstanding man. That's all my mom was about, was saving people and getting them closer to God. She was that type of person. All right, let's get some more stuff printed out. I got more than enough, but I want enough. I want to make a phone book out of this one. Let's get more paper. Load the machine. Let me see what we got going on with this one. This one is the Cash App nonsense that went on. Yeah, this is the Cash App. They probably try to go in and cancel. They ain't gonna do anything good for you. If you cancel on your side, it doesn't affect the other side. I have no idea how many times I've spoken to people about that. Well, if I cancel on my side, they can't. Yeah, they can't go to the other server on the other side. All your records and everything are over there. Even if you close out the account, it just closes out the account on your side. It doesn't close out the account on the other side. All right, that's that one. Got another one? Yeah, we got another one. Sheesh, that's just going to be a bit on these. Which one this one is? This was 3/28/25. This one is 25. How about here's some pictures, some more information, some more pictures. Let me see, click this one. Those are some pictures and videos from the YouTube link. Slandering. Information. Okay, this is a different one. Right. Give me this one too. The paper on it, right? Every time you hear that printer go off in the background, that is not a good sign. Even talking to you, a lot of conversations with you. It's the building management, explaining them everything. The only thing we have to prove at the end of the day that we did reach out to them. We got more. Let's see if we got more in here. I want every conversation we had. Every conversation. We got them all? I think we got them all. Yeah, we hit every single one of them. Okay, good. We got everything. All right. How many times I reached out to the building? So that means that we can show the lawyer at the end of the day that we did reach out to him. We made everything fully aware of what was going on, and they neglected and did nothing. So we're going to sue your neglect. I know where that folder is at too. Is that? That's not even our junk mail. Okay, cool. That means that's not going anywhere. That'll be sitting there for a while. So, with that being said, well, that's it. Sue public housing for millions of dollars. Got enough evidence right here to choke a horse. We're fully aware of the situation. We explained to them everything you could possibly think of, and they ignored it. So yes, that makes them responsible. Oh, grab something to eat. Oh shoot, I supposed to be online gaming with a friend right now. I'm gonna get online and game with them real quick. That's basically about it. So, all of you involved in this nonsense, even if you just sent one letter, one phone call, whatever, I'm gonna sue you in court. That's what's gonna happen. And if you think we're not gonna be able to figure out where you're at, well, this is gonna be a huge investigation, a massive huge investigation of all the people that are involved in attacking my company. They'll find you. Or if not, one of the private investigators, cyber investigators that we hire will find you. Doesn't make a difference to us. As long as we just find you and get you in court and see you. That's all that matters. And you want to sit there at the end of the day and say, oh, you know, it's wrong. How's it wrong? You attacked me at the end of the day. I'm doing things the right way. I'm taking you to court, watch you sweat to death in a courtroom, and I'm going to take everything from you. Everything. 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 I'm dead serious. You will go home absolutely penniless. You won't even be to go into the house that you paid for. I will make sure I have some kind of notice stamped on that house that is under auction when we get done with you. Next time, be careful who you play with at the end of the day. Attack my business at the end of the day. You lost your mind. Look at this. It's crazy. We contacted them this many times, and they neglected this. After all this, we showed them. Each one of these had documents and files and that's on, and they neglected that. Look at that. Oh, it's going to cost you now. Well, Lord told me that it was going to be taken care of in 2026. He was not lying. So with that being said, I'm going to reach out to my friend, explain to her the whole situation's about to go down. So we can talk about this a little bit. That being said, those of you who know what you did at the end of the day, prepare for impact. It's going to be bad, and I tell you that. And those who think you can hire a criminal defense, go. Do whatever you got to do at the end of the day. Don't make a difference to me. See you soon. Gotta go.